Joined by heavyweight champion Wladimir Klitschko, who
You're sweating here, Mannix. A
you
little
didn't
bit.
you didn't take me seriously during that stare down.
Well, I cannot take you seriously.
I mean-
You're no threat to me.
Aren't you at least a little bit threatened by me? I mean, I'm 6'3".
You're no
You
threat
have
to
big
me.
mouth.
I have a big mouth.
I'm more threatened by your mouth, like by you talk.
This is the best day.
But I'm sorry.
Okay, so for the last
I'm honest.
you are. For the last 5 years or so, you and your brother Vitaly have dominated the heavyweight division together.
Yes.
Since Vitaly came out of retirement, he picked up the WBC belt.
Correct.
You've held the other three versions, the top versions of the title. Vitaly recently retired. But at any point in time, was there a thought in your head, or in both your heads, that you might fight each other?
Never. I mean, we were asked many times if we're gonna fight each other or not, but we made a promise to our mother that we will never fight each other. So she asked us, like, you can box, you can be both involved in boxing, which I don't like, but you have to promise me one thing: no matter what, you won't fight each other.
Would you win?
No, my brother's gonna win.
You think your brother would take you?
Yeah.
Is that based on, because I remember you telling me that when you were kids, you scrapped a little before.
Yeah, we had some fights, yeah.
Who got the best of those?
Well, I was 5 years younger. He was 15, I was 10. I was 15, he was 20. I had no chance. And then I was 20, he was 25. So the weight picked up, the size picked up. So, and then we had no chance like to even argue much and fight each other. But yeah, because of the size, and I mean not the size, but age difference at the beginning, and we have love to each other as brothers. So whenever we can argue, but we never were physical with each other.
What happened the last time that you got into a fight? What was the last time you squared off with your brother?
I broke my leg.
You broke your leg.
What?
How?
We love each other. I broke my leg.
Yeah,
What?
we were in sparring session and we sparred each other, which I hated, and so did my brother. Our former coach was putting us together in the ring, and I don't know what happened. I was 16 and I broke my leg, and since that, we just decided not to do it anymore.
Okay, take me through this, though, because you're boxing.
Yeah,
How do you break your leg?
that's what I was asking myself. How is it even possible? I think it's a sign just from above, like, don't guys fight each other no matter what. And we did spar, and we had some little fights at the beginning, and it's so emotional, and it's so because none of us wants to give up, and each of us wanted to try to show that I'm stronger and better than you know, like competition between the brothers. And I think some siblings would understand me what I'm talking about. And it was getting really bloody, and as I said, I broke even my leg.
Wow.
And because it was really emotional. Don't ask me why and how. I didn't kick, so it was not kickboxing competition or MMA or anything like that. But for some reason, it just happened.
What's the most money you were offered to fight your brother?
100 million?
$100 million.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, what?
yeah.
Who offered
Exactly.
You,
That's what I said. What?
who offered you $100 million?
Don King.
Don King offered you $100 million. Did you
Yeah.
believe that was actually an offer?
No.
Okay. He's just throwing it out there.
He's like, yeah, you guys sign with me. I'm gonna make this fight.
If
I'm gonna make you rich.
If Don King put that money in escrow, if that money was in a bank account somewhere,
I don't care.
You wouldn't have done
a
it.
billion won't help. Seriously.
really,
Yeah.
that wouldn't even make you flinch.
No.
100 million.
Money is not everything in life. I mean, I understand that people are excited and driven by money, and the world economy is driven by money, and of course that's a different topic. But no, I mean, between two brothers, I love my brother too much. I better donate, to him whatever money he needs if he needs money, and he's gonna do the opposite to me. So I know that.
Do you
That's
think
why.
either one of you would be able to have that killer instinct against each other? I mean, you both are kind of
we both
high
have
knockout
it?
guys.
We both have it. The killer instincts are there, and
But against each other.
I understand against each other. As I said before, we're really emotional when we sparred with each other. Never really fought in a competition, but sparred, and it's just very emotional and very, very. As I said, it was bloody. We got cuts. We got broken leg. It's just something that didn't work well with us.
Based on what a big baby Mannix is about maybe possibly hitting you in the face, do you think I could beat him in a couple of rounds?
You know what? I think you can. I think you can.
I think so too.
You know, my wife is beating me up.
And she's
And,
5 feet tall.
yeah,
I'm 5
she's-
feet tall as well.
Yeah, you're pretty much the same
Yeah.
size, and she's using me as a heavy bag. And you know, I can't even punch back. I'm like, okay, whatever, hit me as many times as you want. I can't do anything against you, so I'm pretty much lost. So
You mentioned your wife, Hayden Panettiere. You guys just recently had a baby. Congratulations,
Thank
Kaya. How has that changed your life?
it's the best thing that happened in my life. And to everybody who doesn't have kids here,
I do
raise your
not.
hand.
I do.
You do?
Oh, I do
Who
not.
doesn't? Who
I have,
doesn't?
I
Who
have two
doesn't?
kids.
Okay. What is going on?
We've
with you?
talked
We don't
about
have.
this.
Okay, anyway,
We've discussed this.
I want to motivate you, and you know what? I just became father, and here's my blessing. Just do whatever is needed, and you know what? You will never regret it.
Do whatever is needed to become a father.
I mean, whatever is
Mannix,
needed in a
embrace
good
this
in a good
moment,
way.
okay?
Don't push your head out of the gutter. Okay,
Right.
so I'm saying it's really one of the best things. And suddenly, I understood circle of life. I've seen people passing away in my family, and I've seen people arriving in my family as birth of my daughter. So the circle of life just was connected, and it's an amazing thing because you understand the world better. You understand other people better too.
What's the biggest challenge about being a father?
The biggest challenge, lack of sleep for the beginning.
Are you a diaper
But
changer?
But now
second that,
I'm
Peter?
a diaper changer. I'm cutting nails. I'm diaper changer. I'm doing it all, whatever is needed. And you know what? There's nothing that can stop me of taking care of my child or our child. So it's all good. So I can be nanny. I can be mother if it's needed, and father at the same time.
And you can beat people up for a
and I
living
can
and love it.
beat people up too. Yeah.
Jack of all trades.
Talking to Wladimir Klitschko, unified heavyweight champion here on the Dan Patrick Show. Wladimir will defend his title against Bryant Jennings on April 25th on HBO. You mentioned you have a daughter. If you have a son someday, will you encourage him to be a boxer?
No, I will not stop him. I think, and I have an example with our parents. Our parents were not excited about us being boxers. I mean, this is the worst case that something can happen to their children, as they said. But it was good that they didn't stop, so we were following our dream, and our dream was to become champions at the same time and be successful in sport. And we got it what we wanted. And later on, our parents understood that it was not a mistake to stop us. It was good that they were not in our way. And I will just, as I said, give blessing to my children, whatever they want to do. If they will follow their heart and their gut feeling, do it. And if people gonna tell you, and this is something that I want to share with you guys, if people gonna tell you, don't do it, this is not good, or you know, you will not have any success in this. But if you really have this, if you really listen to your heart and your gut feeling, just follow it. And many people also in your family will not be agreed with you. But if you really believe in yourself, just do it, and I'm sure you're gonna have success.
It's a brutal business. Do you think about how long you're going to stay in it? Do you worry about...
It's a brutal business if you are opponent of Klitschko. Yes,
I love it.
I agree with you. I agree with you. And
You've got some swagger these
I'm
days,
telling
man.
you, he's like eloquent trash talking. I love this. I'm taking notes.
I'm just saying that it could be really tough. It could be really tough, and many guys got hurt as well. And it's a very competitive sport. I've been going through injuries in the fights as well, or between the fights. So I've done it, but it's something that we all have. We have side effects from being anchorman on the radio. Whatever, your back might hurt from sitting every day.
It does.
Your head might hurt from talking so much.
I need like an orthopedic
You need
pillow.
aspirin maybe
Yeah.
in the evening. I don't know. So there are always side effects from no
Carpal
matter
tunnel.
what you do at the high level.
I mean,
We were talking about if we perform well and we have certain things as a job, so you always have side effects. And boxing has its own side effect. I'm not talking about soccer players or football players, American football players, or any sports, anything where you go in a really high level, you have to give up something.
I have to admit, it's tough to watch boxing for me. It's a lot of grit. I love it, but it's tough to watch. Does your wife Hayden watch, or does she cover her eyes? Does she not? Does she have the TV off? Is she there cheering you on?
After my father, Hayden is the biggest Klitschko fan I ever seen. She knows boxing. I don't know why and how, but we watch our fights. I mean, I'm sorry, we watch my future opponents, and so she's giving her opinion, like, and I'm asking her, what do you think? So she's making really good notes, and she's damn right about what she's saying. I don't know how, but she has this sense for sports and especially for boxing for some reason. And yeah, we do watch fights and we talk about it.
Appreciate you stopping by, Vlad. And then now that you're married,
for having me.
Boo, the
children.
fight's not happening.
No, now that you're married with children, are you off my text messages for the swimsuit party? Are you done? No mas?
Well, no mas.
No mas.
We're talking about this
You know
swimsuit
what?
party later.
Yeah, as I said, this is the best thing that happened in my life, and to have a child is something that connects us, Hayden and me, forever. And I really wish you the best in this area. So enjoy your time, and it's really
No
exciting
pressure,
time.
Mannix.
No pressure, but you know what? Don't lose, otherwise you lose.
That's Wladimir Klitschko. He'll defend his titles April 25th against Bryant Jennings from Madison Square Garden, live on HBO.